Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. Follow me on my finance channel at AIH Finance. I'm not going to be doing these videos, me talking in front of camera, probably for the next 5, 6 days. Going to be busy. I may be uploading videos. Video interviews that I've done with other people. So make sure to check that out. There will be some days where I just don't upload anything at all. Anyways, I'm going to through some of the comments in the past, you could say the last month, while the sports card market was coming down, you could say equity was coming down, crypto was coming down. A lot of people have been uptight compared to usual in the comment section. I mean, usually you see some comments that are aggressive here and there. That's the norm. But lately it's been very aggressive. And it's not directed at me, it's directed at other people. And I do that to observe people's um, sentiment, right? And some people have said, like, why do you allow someone criticizing person XYZ? Well, they come after me too. So it's fair game, in my opinion. Right, I try not to block people unless you're posting 10 comments in a row, and that's just wasting my time reading it. If you're saying the same thing over and over again, but I do want to read some of the comments or paraphrase, and it's from Punt Pass Click. This is my video about investments or responding to questions about investments, and I'm going to have my own take on it. And then he was saying that you can invest in cards in what you purchase cards you hope to increase in value with time. Over a decade or more period, the price of sports cards has risen. You can't dispute this because it is backed by decades of price data. In the short term, similar to other investments, sports cards are subject to ups and downs. Okay, and then I said, I'd agree with what you're saying, but the biggest run up came during the pandemic. It's an aberration. Basically, it's a fluke on why cards went really high. And then I don't want to read through everything that he says, but he said that, paraphrasing that, hey, stocks, most stocks are down to their pre COVID highs. These are profitable, strong companies too. Was Peloton not a good investment? Depend what you bought in. And he goes on, if you draw a line between pre and post pandemic, the trend is still upwards over the long haul for these companies and for most sports cards. It is always unfortunate when a sector of the market participants buy at the top and experience unrealized losses in the short term. However, this is how every market works. There are winners and losers. Otherwise, we're moving into communism and socialism. Even in the perfect financial system, not everyone wins. So I want to highlight this one aspect. Otherwise, we're moving into communism and socialism. And what I would say is, some people would say this is a crazy statement, but sports cards went up because of in my opinion, communist policies by the Federal Reserve and the federal government. Okay, what happened during the COVID pandemic, right? You had the Federal Reserve, okay, they increased $6.4 trillion in the increase in M2 money supply between March 2020 and the end of 2021. Someone fact check it. If I got the numbers wrong, let me know. But I do remember they printed a bunch of money out there. Okay? So if you look at the 10 planks of the Communist Manifesto, I think number 5 is centralization of credit in the hands of the state by means of a national bank with state capital and an exclusive monopoly. Okay? The Federal Reserve printed all this monopoly money. You saw card prices go ridiculously higher. And some people may argue, wait, they printed money like crazy in 2008, 2009. Yeah, but in 2020, they shut down the whole economy. Okay? They shut down the whole economy. People had less money in their hand, or people had more money in their hands if they still had a job. And in addition, they couldn't go to the movies. They couldn't go to uh, sporting events. They were shut down. There were government lockdowns. People were stuck at home. People didn't really want to go outside because they were scared of catching the virus, etc. Unless you were considered an essential worker. The government chose winners and losers. They had lockdowns where some businesses had to be shut down, but a business like Costco can remain open. So to say that otherwise we're moving into communism and socialism, I'd say that this run up in sports cards happened in a time where they shut everything down. You did not allow the free market to act. And if you just look at a lot of comments that I see lately, and it's fine, you could comment whatever you want. But a lot of people are saying that, look, what you're saying is negative. It's not good for the hobbies. You're trying to push prices down. I have no way of pushing prices down. I don't have a bunch of Fleer 86s and trying to sell all of these and saying, hey, it's crash this, crash that. I'm just on YouTube and people decide to click on my video. I'm not front running a trade like other individuals are. And that's where I make, my assertions that, hey, look, that person's up to no good in my opinion. So I wanted to discuss that. I did see some other comments, and it's by the same individual. I noticed that you mentioned you sold all of your cards during the height of the market. Why did you do that if you know it was going to go down? I mean, what kind of sociopath knowingly dumps card on the market knowing they will decline soon? So my feeling was, at the time, 2021, where my channel wasn't getting that much traction, what I was saying is, hey, these cards have gone up 5, 6x. Some of my cards have gone up 20x. I want to take profits, and some of the profits will be allocated to cards where I believe that are undervalued. I bought some cards and I actually lost money on them. So it wasn't, selling all and going into cash. I thought there were still opportunities. So it was wrong of me to actually buy some of the cards. So it wasn't, I was taking all the cash, I was partying it up and all that stuff. No, I reinvested some of that cash. But I did make some money off of it. And that's what a lot of people do. It's right? Capitalism, right? You buy low, you sell high. Now, some people could have actually made money off of the cards that I gradually sold, which I actually warned people, hey, be careful, but people can still make money in this. It's just going to be a lot harder. So I was selling some raw Russell Wilson cards. Some of those cards may have been PSA 10s, and, I may have made, 10, 15 bucks, and those guys may have sent it to PSA, got a PSA 10, and they made money off that arbitrage, right? So it's not me that's going to win in that. Someone could have taken a Brady PSA 6 of mine, cracked it, sent it to PSA again, and gotten a PSA 8. One of my followers on IG, he bought a PSA 6 from someone. He cracked it, sent it raw to PSA, and he got a PSA 8. So it's not everyone that was selling during the height actually won in that trade. Okay. So, those are some of the things that I wanted to point out. And if you look at some other comments, people are saying, like, look, regarding investments, if you bought a Steph Curry card in 2009, autographed scarce card, you made a lot of money grading it, assuming it was a high grade. If you bought a LeBron James card back in the day, yeah, fine. Because they're saying that, hey, look, you're saying that if you're buying sports cards, I was saying in generality, right, of a bunch of players, that they were saying that, hey, look, there were other times to buy. But what I would argue is, when was that huge run up? Was that huge run up between 2003 and 2018? No, the huge run up for majority of those high-end cards was between 2018 and early 2021. And that's what I was trying to allude at. And my thesis is, for most cards, not all, there are times to buy and there's times not to buy. The times that I've determined that were really good opportunities for just buying basically anything was in 2008, 2009, when the whole economy was crashing down, and 2018. Those were pretty good opportunities. Now, someone may be like, hey, look, I bought a Chrome Refractor Tom Brady card in 2009, or not 2009, 2013. Okay, good for you, right? Because Brady didn't win anything until, once again, was it 2014, 2015? So someone could make that argument, I didn't buy in 2018. Yeah, I get that. But what I'm saying is, I was just buying just some Russell Wilson cards, right? He's not the upper echelon of quarterbacks. He's not along the lines of Brady or Manning. He's still a decent quarterback. But what I'm saying is I bought his base cards, his rookie cards in 2019 for $2-3 a piece. And some of them sold for $40 raw, right? Depending on what the person in the auction felt the card was worth. He may have thought, or she may have thought, is a PSA 10. So I wanted to address that. It's just getting back to basics. And it seems that a lot of people don't understand why this market went up like crazy. And that's why some people say, why don't you go to the shows? Well, I don't go to the shows for a few reasons. I go to some here and there. I try to go to the National, but a family member had surgery last year. And I went to the show in March in Chicago. And I buy things for my collection, and I think I have it here, right? I bought this at the show, this Rizzo autograph. Right? This is actually for my own personal collection. But ultimately, I don't find too many deals. I'm not buying collection. I think the way to make people can make money is if they go to the shows and they buy up collections, pay 60 to 70 cents on the dollar, and then they resell them. They may not resell it all at once, but in my opinion, that's the way to make money in this market. Now, some people may be good at negotiating. They can make money, but that's not my strength. My strength is, okay, look for items when no one else is looking, right? Everyone has different strategies. And ultimately, I believe that a lot of people still will be burned because they're very aggressive. There's a time to be aggressive, and the time to be aggressive is when the whole system is falling apart. Unless you're buying collections on a discount, I don't see the point of being very aggressive and going to card shows, okay? That's just the thing. Some people go for the social part. That's fine. You do what you want. But my own preference is, when I want to go to a show, I want to buy, what people aren't looking at. And a lot of people are still trying to find deals and discounts. While some people may, I don't believe I can. I found great opportunities 2018. I don't see those same opportunities now. When I see a full-blown crash, I believe there will be opportunities. But, everyone is different. And, yeah. So, I just wanted to let you know what I'm thinking about this. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment down below, guys. Thank you. Bye.